System Degree College, and I'm a voluntary of Bahujan Voluntary Force as well as Bahujan Voluntary Bahujan Vidyarthi Sangha, Bangalore District President, and I'm running on free education institution that is called as Ambedkar Study Center last 10 years. In that, we are conducting free coaching classes for 8, 9, 10 PhD and degree students. Apart from coaching class, we are giving awareness of social, economical and political condition of India. Then along with that, we are training students for the nation to build their career, that is their personality. One is the thing is personal development camps, that is 1 day, 3 days and 5 days camp. In that we give all the trainings, especially for to build the confident concentration power and to set the life in future, these things. And especially this organization Ambedkar Study Center last 12 years is doing this type of activities, that is 2001 and 2002. The founder is Ambedkar Study Center founder is Professor Aniram. He is working in Vidyarthi Degree College, Jainagar. He is a founder member. Every year we conduct all the coaching classes for 8, 9, 10 PU students. Those who are passed in first class and above, we had one big program we called as a Pratibha. In that program, we are felicitating the students, those who are crossed first class and above. In that program, we fixed the role model of Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, Mata Savitriba Phule, and Chhatrapati Shah Maharaj, Tande Periyar, Sri Narayan Guru, Naluri Krishna Jodiyar, and Dr. Bahujan Ambedkar, Dada Saheb Kanchana, and apart from that, Bhagwan Buddha also. What the Ambedkar message are given to the socially, economically backward people, for them we are concentrating, those who are socially, economically backward. We are uplifting them for the forward. Here we are having SC, ST, OBC, that is other backward caste, and religion minorities is there. See, these are the brief explanation about our Ambedkar Study Center. In initial stage, we have only 5 to 10 members. After day by day, year by year, it increased up to 400 to 500. Then after a few years, we converted into this Ambedkar Study Center, Bangalore, Bahujan Vidyarthi Sangha. In Bahujan Vidyarthi Sangha, instead of taking these classes, everyday free coaching classes, we are concentrating the students' personal development, that is called as the personal development, to build self-confidence, then social education, economical education, political education for the betterment of their life. These are our intention. Our main aim or theme is what the Ambedkar message given to students and youths. We fix the Ambedkar ideology, that is to implement our constitution. That is our main agenda. Apart from that, we take some issues like it may be Dalit issues, it may be OBC issues, it may be Muslims issues, it may be Christian issues, or it may be human issues. These things we take. If there is any problem, we sort out, we give awareness to public as well as government. After those activities, the few responsible made by the state government and central government. Then Bahujan Vidyarthi Sangha started in 2002, January 26th. That is ideology of Dr. Bahujan Ambedkar. Again, the role model of these is Bhagwan Buddha, Ashoka Chakravarti, then Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, Basavanna, and Mata Savitriba Phule, Chhatrapati Shah Maharaj, Sri Narayan Guru, Tande Periyar, Naluri Krishna Jodiyar, and Babasaheb Ambedkar, Dada Saheb Kanchana, and a few places we are aware of that Ahyan Kali also we take into consideration for our movement. It is a movement all over Karnataka. We call it as a Bahujan movement. In Bahujan movement, concept is we are uniting all the castes, that is SC, ST, OBC and minorities. We have to adding one caste to another caste, because in our state there is a divide and rule policy of the caste. For example, left, right, touchable, untouchable. This is instead of that we are all one. We have to unite it. We have to got our rights through struggle, and we have to implement through political power. For this intention, we are doing these activities. At the same time, we are creating a lot of social activities. Those who are having social responsibilities, those who are not having social responsibilities, we are making them into social responsibilities. That is called as a self-help is the best self, or self-transformation is the best transformation. In that concept, we are giving each and every training for the students. In that camp, they are transferring and they're changing their personality. And in this moment, many of them are living. Students are in cities, slum areas, and in villages. They're having remote areas. In that students now after our activities, then become IAS officer, IPS officer, Tahsildar, doctors, engineers, and the various field lawyers, professors. In many corporate company also they are working. These are the activities we are running by in Bangalore level, Ambedkar Study Center, in state level, Bahujan Vidyarthi Sangha. Apart from that, we have our rights. That is the main thing is we having a lot of jobs in private sectors, but we don't have jobs in government sectors. But the thing is, in the government sectors there is a reservation, but in private sector there is no reservation. So our demand is in private sector reservation is there, no job. In government sectors reservation is there, no job. In private sectors, there is no reservation, but lot of job is there. So we are demanding for give reservation those who are eligible candidate in backward classes, that is SC, ST, OBC, and religion minorities. It is we called as a corporate social responsibilities. That is the one main demand. And second demand is the universal education for all. See, earlier before 1960 and 1935, there is a one universal pattern all over India. Now, after 1960, India has become getting after independence. Those who are having more money, they are having more education, good quality of education. They don't have no money, they are having less quality education, like in government schools. Then after 1992, that is liberalization, privatization, globalization, they made a tremendous changes. That is in we called as a what is that? Government school, private school, aided school, unaided school, then state syllabus, central syllabus, CBSE, ICSE, like that different courses is there. Those who are having money, they are going for very good quality institution. Those not have money, they are not going for good quality education. So that we are demanding to come under the universal education for all, even rich, even poor. It may be Anil Ambani, Mukesh Ambani, Tata Birla. Their children also study same syllabus, and those who are in housekeeping, building constructors, and auto drivers, and poor karmikas and coolie workers, laborers. For them also you do same education. That one. This is second point. Then third thing is the hostel issue. There is almost 5,300 hostels in Karnataka. That is SC, ST, OBC government hostels. There is no proper food facility. Then there is no boarding and lodging facilities. The 5 members they have to stay in one room, means they are staying 10 to 15 members adjusting. So that we are demanding to government to build as per ratio the hostels for the students for all the communities. That is one demand. Apart from that, the presently they are giving 36 rupees, 26 to 36 rupees for hostel students per day for food. But we are demanding 100 rupees give per day for students, because those who are accused in jail, for they are getting per day 75 rupees. But the future of India, we call the youths or students, they are getting only 36. It is not a, we can't consider this one. So that we are demanding for the government, make it 100 rupees that one. Then the hostel is not a boarding and lodging center, it is a learning center. So that in future you convert a hostel into learning center. For example, spoken English, computer classes, and personal development classes, and labor information system. These things the government only they take care of that particular children. That means 5 lakhs of students. Then they have to build very good youth for our nation. This is another demand. Then after that we are having lot of backlogs in India, almost 5 lakh backlogs for SC, ST and OBC. If they fill the backlogs means definitely they get jobs for the respective family. If they give 5 lakh members job means automatically 50 lakhs to 5 crore members they take benefit of that particular family. This is also one of the demand. Then one more demand is we having a CET exam for science students. Now the lot of pattern has been changed. We are demanding for the allotment of seat as per 2006 Act, not the recent one, because that is helpful to those who are socially economically backward, namely called SC, ST, OBC and religion minorities. That is one more demand. Then we having IIT and Indian Institute of Science, Indian Institute of Management and IIM, only 7 in India. But we are demanding each state or each district to make it compulsory one IIM, IIT and the Indian Institute of Science. See, these are the major demands for our movement. Then our ideology is Ambedkar ideology. The ultimate logical end is to capture the political power of state government and central government.
So you are a teacher.
Yeah.
So most of your salary also is spent for this organization.
I'm spending
your salary.
Yeah, I'm spending.
So because many of the time we hear that teachers don't spend money.
Okay, fine. See, we have a big role model called Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar and Dada Saheb Kanchiram. The both of us indirectly they thought that if any community or any society will develop, as a person you have to give 3 T's: your time, talent, and treasure. If I can give my time, I can give my talent, and then I can give my treasure means, then only we can change our society. The ultimate thing is the transformation movement. It is transformation of social economically backward people to forward. That is our intention, our ultimate goal and aims.
So how about the Central University 6th Pay Commission professors, teachers? Do they also committedly work for this organization, or they all just say?
No, actually, we are those are working for this moment now. We are unaided teachers, not government salary teachers. We are getting 10 to 15,000 beginning. Initially 1,000 then increase. Out of that, usually other people spend 10%, but I spend extra 25%.
Monthly?
Yeah, every month. That is voluntary.
Okay, so what is your name then?
My name is Sharvana.
Sharvana. Thank you.
I think that is this much information is enough.
So one thing is, this is the first time actually no states in India could mobilize students this much what you have done today.
Yeah.
Which in the past DSS did.
Yeah.
The same demands which DSS also kept actually. How do you see these two things?
No, DSS they didn't keep these demands in earlier. Their issues entirely different.
Yeah, caste atrocity, violence, land.
That and all. If that is also happening means we are against. We are also going to take part of that. Okay, our intention is the student is a backbone of India. So that if the student develops, automatically nation will develop. The students means here, those who do not having much facility, they have to come front or forward for the facility field. When it is possible, only through education or only through business it is possible. If they want to do own business, means there is no money, there is no capital. Only we having our instrument is that is education. If they go for IAS, IPS, KAS, KPS and banking sectors and teaching field and law field, then only they are also becoming socially and economically more powerful. The thing is that many of them misunderstanding the reservation given by the charity. The reservation is not a charity, it is a parity, it is a representation of socially economically backward people. Okay, reservation not given for the poor people. The reservation given, the reason is that is you have to increase your social status. For that purpose, they given reservation. Not for the there is not a analysis of that is a poverty program.
Thank you. So you basically got education from which?
I am from government school student. There 1 to 4th standard. I studied in corporation school. After that, all government schools. Then I completed my master degree in government RC college. 1st standard to degree I completed in Kannada medium.
Oh, English?
English they started in first year MCom onwards. Then after coming to this teaching field.
One last thing. I found this women. There are two groups. Women in the front, men in the back. So that can you tell how women are represented in your organization?
See, in our organization, we give both of them equal importance and representations.
Okay.
Because we are giving preference. See, in this generation, girls only they are getting opportunity. Actually, in India, and one more person I left to forget. Now you are asking questions, so I am replying. The one called as Iron Lady Mayawati, they given proposal in government to give 50% reservation to women. In that 50%, again the classification is SC, ST, OBC according to their population. According to their population or proportionate. Okay, they given because she's also one of the Dalit. She's also born and brought up in one small jogris and slum area. But now already 4 to 5 years she has a chief minister of Uttar Pradesh, and she is one of the big role model for all nation and ladies and girls. In our organization, we give equal importance and preference.
Thank you.
Myself, Hariram. I am the coordinator of BVS Karnataka. Bahujan Vidyarthi Sangha. It is an organization which was started in the year 2001, especially to familiarize the Bahujans, that is the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, the other backward caste, and also the minorities, to familiarize them with the Ambedkarite movement, and especially what exactly Baba Saheb Ambedkar wanted, and what exactly the kind of a society he was dreaming about, and what kind of a nation he wanted to build through the constitution. So since the independence, we have been seeing that there are many governments which have been in the power in the both center and state, but still the problems which have been faced by this Bahujan Samaj, that is scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and OBCs and minorities, that remains the same. And even after the 60 plus years of enactment of the constitution and even getting the independence for this country, even today getting a basic education has become a big challenge for these people. And somehow after getting education, they are finding very difficult to get the employment. As the McKinsey report says that it is only the 10% of the engineering graduates and 10% of the professional courses like MBA are eligible to be employed, that is they're employable, and the remaining 90% are unemployable. So that being the case of the professional courses, then what could be the situation with the ordinary courses like BA, BSc, BCom or any other graduation courses? So and we were able to identify the problems, especially among these communities. That is why these people are becoming unemployable. If you look at the problem of the root of the problem, we could identify that especially up to 1960, that is since 1835. After the British were able to introduce the universalization of education, that is education system, the English education. Until 1960, we had a uniform education system throughout the country, where everyone used to be taught with the same kind of education. But after 1960s, with the reorganization of the states, especially when these Manuwadis came into the power, in order to suppress these people and in order to keep the people in the same condition, they started to bifurcate, or they started to categorize the entire education system into different categories. Like if you look at, we have the state-run educational institutions, that is the government schools, where they teach in the vernacular languages. Like for example, in Karnataka they teach in Kannada, in Andhra Pradesh they teach in Telugu. In that way you find we have a vernacular languages. And if you look at the middle classes, especially some of the upper caste, they get the convent education, or what we call as CBSE and ICSE syllabus. And even if you look at the rich and the super Manuwadis, they'll be able to get the international schools and international education, the international syllabus. That being so, here you're giving different education and different syllabus to different groups. But ultimately, you are asking all the people to compete together. So how is it possible for all the people who have got the different quality of education to compete in the same stream? So that is where you find difficulties among these people to get into employment. And especially after 1992 with the globalization and privatization, especially in India with the new economic policy, we find there is a lot of scope to the privatization and a lot of things are getting privatized. And today, if you look at the government sector, already there are 1.8 crore jobs which have been backlogged, which have not been yet to be filled, which belongs to these communities. And now almost the creation of employment in the government sector has come down to minus 0.1418 something. And if you look at the private sector, the jobs have been created more every year. Almost 20 lakh jobs have been created in the private sector. But if you look at the intensity of the problem and the nature of the problem, we find there is a reservation in the government sector, but there is no employment. There is no reservation in the private sector, but there is a employment. So that being so here, and again, the Sunday Indian Times, one of the prestigious magazines, has conducted a survey, and it clearly says that there is a clear kind of the discrimination in getting in selecting the employment or giving the employment to these people. It says that Dalits, OBCs and minorities, they have been denied the opportunities to get into employment. And that report says that almost 93% of the employees in all the software companies and other private sectors, they belong to only one caste, that is the Brahmin caste. That being so here, we find there is a clear planned system, they're trying to establish a system where they're going to create some kind of the discrimination among this community. So the BVS is trying to bring the awareness among the students, where we are especially demanding the government to look at all these basic problems. And especially last few months ago, the Karnataka government has brought out a policy which says that the people who are in the jails, where it may be the convicts or the accused, they have been paid 76 rupees per day as a food charges. But in a hostel, the students who are studying in a hostel, who is the future of the nation, he is paid 26 to 34 rupees maximum. So that means the government is more bothered and more concerned about the accused, and that is the criminals or antisocial elements, but they are least bothered about the people who are going to build the nation in the future. So keeping all these issues in the mind, from past 14 years, we are able to bring a lot of awareness among the student community, especially among these Bahujan students. And by bringing the awareness among these communities, we are able to bring them to the mainstream, one. And number two, we are able to also make them equipped with whatever the requirement the society or the present situation needs. Like, for example, the Bahujan Vidyarthi Sangha, it does not only organize the people and use them for any kind of protest and things like. We regularly conduct them free classes, we regularly conduct the personal development classes, we regularly conduct the free classes for the competitive exams, and we conduct different kind of trainings for these people, so that they will be able to personally develop, and they'll be able to contribute themselves and as well as to the family and as well as society. And especially one unique thing about the BVS is, to become the member of the BVS, the minimum qualification which a student requires is he should be a first class student. So if he's not a first class student, we don't enroll him into the BVS. If he's not a first class student, we give him a chance of one semester, so that he has to get the first class, then he can retain his membership. If not, he'll lose his membership. So by that, we are creating some kind of competition among these students. And so now, that is why every year we conduct this Pratibha Puraskar, where we facilitate the students who have got the Ambedkar class. Ambedkar class in the sense, who have got more than 60%. So we don't felicitate the people who got the Gandhi class, that is 35 class. We felicitate only the people who got the Ambedkar class, that is 60% and above. So in that way, we are able to motivate students. And this organization, just 5 years ago, it was only in the Mysore region, Mysore district. But today, we are able to reach 22 districts in just 2 years, 2 to 3 years. And now we have a plan of reaching throughout the state in another 1 year. And we have a very big plan of organizing at least 1 lakh students in the same city of Bangalore in the future. And we are working towards that. and all our presidents, the coordinators, everyone is working towards it, and all the coordinators, the presidents, they're all well qualified and they are very much committed to the society. So through this, the Bahujan Vidyarthi Sangha is trying to set a new trend in the whole the community, especially in the Indian context, and we want probably this to be followed in the other states also, so that we will be able to bring awareness and we will be able to bring these people to the mainstream.
How do you address the different Dalit caste issues?
See, again,
This Mala,
the Bahujan Samaj, the Bahujan Vidyarthi Sangha do not believe in the caste, because once you become an Ambedkarite, what we believe is Ambedkarite movement or Ambedkarite will never believe in that what we call the caste. Of course, the reality is the caste is a reality, but here what we want is we want to eliminate these differences. See, until we have these differences saying that I am a Mala or I am a Madiga or whatever it may be, so this is utilized by the Manuvadis, and they use the same strategy to divide us. So we want, we both to come together and fight for our right. For example, among the Brahmins, there are so many sub-communities, but they never claim that we are that Brahmin, this Brahmin. Ultimately, they become one, ultimately because their aim is to control us and to be in the power always. But here the problem with us is that we want to fight among ourselves and see that we get divided. And again, I think that there is a big conspiracy behind this, the Manuvadis conspiracy behind this, like bringing a lot of differences between the Mala Madiga or any touchable, untouchable or whatever it may be. Because the problem of the Mala, the problem of the Madiga, I don't find much difference. See, and again, now we are saying that in some states we say that Madigas have taken more opportunities and Malas have not got, and in some states they claim that Malas have got more opportunities. And my question is, first,
in no state Madigas took the vote.
Yeah, that's what. Especially they claim that the Madigas are, they're not able to get whatever it is. My question is, see, the question comes who has taken more and who has not taken more, only if the quota is fulfilled. Or if the quota is fulfilled. But if you look at the entire reservation policy, if you look at the central government, out of 22.5%, we find only 14 to 15%, 14 to 15% of the reservation quota has been fulfilled. So then what happened to the rest? We claim that the Madigas claim that Malas have taken. But here the question is, we are not able to fulfill the quota, but we are saying that you have taken more, you have taken more. So here the problem is neither Mala has taken more, neither Madiga has taken more. The problem is all our shares have been taken by the Manuvadis. So our bigger enemy is there, not ourselves.
So in Karnataka, are there a clash between Malas and Madigas, and Redlis, Pakis, Methers are there, right? Scavengers, community. So is there a caste discrimination?
See, one thing is, what we found is basically, especially among the Malas and Madigas, if you go to the common mass, if you go to the students, we don't find much difference, especially people who have been oriented towards the Ambedkarite movement. But we find this especially among this elite, especially the educated. I think why among these educated and politicians is because to get personally benefited. So you find they're able to use this weapon of caste. So either, for example, to get somebody to get a promotion in the service, or somebody to get some political mileage or get some political position, they are using that. But ultimately, if you look at the grassroots, the common man is not able to get anything. So that is where we find that it's not about the question of Mala or Madiga. As a whole, as a Bahujan, as the whole depressed classes, I think we have to come together and fight for our rights, and we should be able to get. Now, I think Uttar Pradesh is the best example. So where everyone is able to get what they share.
Okay, thank you.
That's all right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, my name is Chinnamma. I am the volunteers of BVS and I am working as an assistant professor, Commerce and Management. I joined BVS or Ambedkar Study Center in 2007, which was a wonderful or very good student organization. Here, girls and boys all are getting equal opportunities, my role model is Mata Savitriba Phule. She is the first lady to give education in India, not only for Dalits. She gave education to all communities, especially she gave education for all communities. She is a role model for me. Because of her, I'm able to reach some of my students. I can teach in slums and I can mobilize the girls only telling the name of Savitriba Phule. She's a lady. In olden days, the girls are not able to come out, even though in that days she's able to come out and she can give the education. Why can't today? In constitution, women are having so many privileges. Example, Article 14, equality, right to equality, right to get education and all. Even though that articles is there, now our society is not able to give privileges to the ladies or women. To get that benefits, this is a organization. BVS gave wonderful information. They are educating girls to get their rights, to ask their rights in governments and everywhere. Okay, in BVS, all volunteers and those who are coordinators and presidents, they are conducting seminars for girls as well as boys. In that seminars, 1 day, 2 day and 3 day seminars, in that they are giving training training in all the perspectives. For example, self-confidence, motivation, and how we want education. Everything they will guide in the seminars. Through that, girls able to gain that confidence, and they can compete with their colleges, schools, and workplace also. And even that seminars, they are briefly explain the constitution and the importance of rights and duties of the citizens, and as well as the social responsibility of the citizen. And through that, we can able to commit to that.
How you see women are treated, especially Dalit women or OBC women are treated outside in the society, in the house, schools, etc. The members
All
of the all women, all Dalit women or OBC women, and also women in your own organization having similar experiences, and how through BVS their confidence have raised.
Example, my own experiences when I am studying PUC. One of my sir is there, is a Brahmin. I don't want to mention his name. When I completed PUC and I joined BCom. When I completed my BCom in first class, I gave speech to him. He asked, what you do in future? I told him I am going for my higher studies. I will do my MCom and I will join for teaching profession. He told that he's a Brahmin. He told that why girls want to study more? Enough, your studies is enough. Get married and take care of family. See, that is what I took a challenge. Why only Brahmins can study, and almost which I have seen that in our college there are 6 women faculties are there. Among 6, I am only the Dalit. Remaining 5 women are Brahmin. See, what they are telling that the teaching profession is meant for only Brahmin.
They say explicitly?
Yes, they told. They told with me only. This is my personal experience. The teaching profession is suits for only Brahmin, not for other communities. Even I told that not like that. Even Constitution are mentioning that all equal proportionate, equal opportunity for all the people. Those who are in India, they have equal rights. Those who are interested, they can join any jobs. This is what we are having in Constitution. Now I am competing with, even I am more capable than them in college and work. See, if Dalits are getting opportunity, they can show what they are. Really, they have a lot of talent. The thing is, our government is not giving exposure to Dalits to show their talents. If they give chance, definitely they will show their talents, hidden talents and all.
So how BVS is able to organize, mobilize this much girls from throughout the Karnataka state?
How means it is, I already told that Mata Savitri Bapule, she's a first lady teacher in India. She gave her education. She's a role model for all girls. And that is when we are speaking or going with students, they are taking from the history and they will tell about that lady, how she faced the problem to get the education in Manuvadi's period. Even in that time, Sati system was there, dowry system was there, and child marriage, every problem is there. The lady is not able to come out. In that time, she is able to get education and she is able to give education also. Why can't today's girls? We have wonderful constitution, we have all the rights. This is what we are motivating girls to get education and get employment and come out like this.
Actually, there was around 20,000 students.
Yes, sir.
But female were only 2,000.
Yes,
No,
sir. Yes.
but it's a big number for any Telugu
Yeah.
movie. But still, what is your opinion on that?
Sir, still we have to work in that, because you know that girls not only that outside in families also, because our family is not 100% motivated or 100% cooperated. Even the girls, even Manu Shastra, there is a sentence: women are not eligible for freedom. At childhood, parents should care of. In younger age, husband should take care of, and in old age, children should be taken care of. In that case, how some Manuwadi mentality parents will not allow girls to come out. So actually, my thing is, this is a great number when we came out. Future, it will be definitely 100% equal.
So that how was the newspaper coverage for your program?
Last from 3 days, we reached all the medias. We have gave invitation card, and we did press meeting with the medias were in Bangalore. Janashri, Suvarna, Public, Udaya, every newspaper and every print and electronic media, we gave invitation. I think my observation is 3 to 4 channels came here, which I saw.
They came for just for some fights, right? No media came to cover your full rally.
No. Only they took snaps and they asked for them. Because we did already press meet, no? In that we already given that all details and yesterday in Vijayawani paper there is a ad of our programs. They gave
free ad or paid?
Yes. No, free ad.
Free ad.
They gave. Even that BTV News, they told that we'll publish your program. Let's see today night or tomorrow. Either they will publish or not.
So that what I mean is, was there any other organization here could mobilize this much students in Bangalore? Are there any organizations?
So many students organization as there, sir. As you know, what is that? ABVP is there, RSS is there, and so many.
But they are all a paid crowd, right?
Yes. If you see that this one ABVP in colleges, they will they will give some amount to the leader and they will distribute. When I am studying MCom, I was a member of ABVP. Not knowingly I joined, because that much they will come and give pressure to join. If we not join, the team leader, if he is a class representative, he will give complaints to the class teacher or HOD. For that fear, so many students will join. See, in MCom I was ABVP student. Afterwards, I came to know that ideology is not good, that and this, and even I personally know that they are giving preference only for the upper caste people. Whatever in organization, whatever the higher post is there, like president, coordinator, that will be, they are giving to their students only. They are identifying either she's a Brahmin or she's a Lingayat, like that, and for them they are giving higher position. Remaining they will take as a workers.
So that if the ABVP or Hindutva forces organizes a rally, are you aware? Are you sure? Or do you think that press would have covered more than this?
Yes, sir. Definitely. They will give a lot of publicity.
Live coverage they will give?
Yes. Before last week, there is a Hindu Samavesha, you might be. In National College, they are arranged. There were only 2,000 to 3,000 crowd. But in newspaper, they are telling that 10,000, 20,000. Myself and my husband simply went to see that crowd, how much is there. Our thinking and our calculation, it is approximate, it will be near to 5,000, not more than that. If we count one by one also, it will come within 5,000. But in newspaper next day, what we saw is, there are 20,000 students, 20,000 people were participated in that Samavesha.
And cover page?
Cover first page.
First page?
Yeah.
So yours would be on first page?
No, sir. Yesterday I told you, that ad will be given third page, only this much.
Okay. So that right now you don't have any media?
Any print media or press media.
Okay.
If our own means, we can give 24 hours live coverage and we can tell.
So today's program was not live, right?
No.
There was no live at all?
No, we don't know, sir. They are, see, that news channel, Public and BTV, they are 24 hours news channel.
Yeah.
If they gave or not, we don't know.
Okay.
We should ask our parents, because I told them I will be coming in TV, please be on all news channels. if we came, definitely they will call.
They didn't call
No,
you?
there is no any call from my family.
Okay, what is your final suggestion for Dalit organizations?
So they have, see, so many Dalit organizations are there. More organization is from Dalit side only, sir. The thing is, they are not right, proper Ambedkar right. They are Dalit organization, they are following Gandhi principles. See, my suggestion is, they have to understand Baba Sahib principles and constitution, and they have to confront and they have to fight for their rights, and they have to struggle to implement constitution.
What is your suggestion on patriarchy and male domination Dalit movements? Patriarchy and male dominated Dalit movements. What is your comment? Yours is a different movement. So your
See,
experience,
in
what do you
Dalit
think?
movement, for example, in BVS, there is no male dominated or female dominated. Here, they are giving equal importance to female and female also. Even they are giving extra care, they are taking extra care to women to confront. Because you know that if one girl able to get education, she can build one school. Because that is one of the program plan in our BBS also. They are educating girls.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.